Hey everybody, it's been a special weekend. It's May 25th, 2020. We're on our way back home from Galveston Island. Had a nice weekend down there. I have a special story to tell you guys, but before we do that, Kelly has something we want to say.
Just want to take a minute to remember the real reason for this holiday and to remember those fallen, our heroes that put their lives on the line, and the ones that didn't have the choice, and those who do. We appreciate your sacrifice you've made for us. We'll remember y'all always.
Good job. So, our special weekend. But before I tell you about what happened this weekend, I should back up and tell you the story of how we met. So, me and Kelly met on a dating site 2 years ago tomorrow. No, 2 years ago was over 2 years ago. So it was May 7th, 2 years ago. We had met online, and I had found her profile picture of her holding a coffee mug that says Poop 30 on it. And that caught my eye, and I had a question because I drink Java Monsters, and those make me tend to poo. I asked her if coffee makes her poo as well. And that caught her attention. And she responded back, and we started talking. And then she told me about anthrax.
Makes me regular.
She told me about the family's anthrax story, which was really intriguing and scary.
It's linked to my grandfather's ranch.
And so I asked her on a date, and we went on our first date on the 12th of May to Topgolf in Austin, and had a really good time there.
Fun.
Really good time. And so then we went on a few dates after that, leading us up to May 26th of 2018, where I got on the paramotor and flew out to her family houseboat, where her and her whole family, her mother, her father, sister, brother-in-law, and his brother's wife, and the dogs, and everybody was out there. And so I flew over the boat and did a little paramotor show around there. And then what my original plan was is I wrote on a piece of paper asking her if she would be my girlfriend, yes or no. And I was going to drop it down near her, and she could get it and read it, and then she could tell me at some point. But I didn't drop the note because it was over water. She would have seen it or got it or anything like that. So I held on to it, and I went and landed, and I drove back out to the lake and met her whole family. And so I was pretty nervous about that, but they seemed to like it, and we all got along pretty good. And I gave her the note there on the boat, and she said yes to going out with me.
I checked yes.
Yep. And so then, shortly thereafter, in what month was that?
September.
We went to Hawaii?
September.
In September, only 4 months in, we went to Hawaii for 10 days and had an awesome time out there as well. And so we made it through a whole vacation after 4 months out there.
Island hopping.
And yep, island hopping. So then we come back, and then fast forward from there to June of 2019. Kelly calls me and tells me I need to come home because we need to talk. Thinking that I'm in trouble and that she's going to leave me. I was really worried that she was going to leave me, but she said no, there's nothing wrong. So I come home in a hurry, and she just kind of looks at me and says, "So we kind of bought a house." And my disbelief, like, what do you mean we bought a house? And as it turns out, that her dad, who is a retired realtor, had found this house in Round Rock on a Wednesday and went and looked at it, liked it, and then on Thursday, Kelly went and looked at it and liked it. And then on Friday afternoon, when she told me that we had bought the house, that they had closed on the house, and I hadn't even seen this place yet. And lucky enough, I liked it because it has a big garage, and it's a big house.
I knew that was a
great neighborhood.
Selling point for him.
Yep. The only selling point.
Started with the garage when I showed it to him.
Yep. That was a must. And so then we moved in 1 week after me seeing the house. And so
we were due to move out of the apartment that same day that we were able to move in to the house.
Yes, yeah, we were in a scramble to get an apartment, and came upon that, and it was just really lucky. It worked out really well. So now, everything's going great, and fast forward to this weekend, which tomorrow would be our official 2-year anniversary of being in a relationship. This last week I started to plan something because I finally felt comfortable enough to ask her the special question. So so Kelly, we got...
BAM! Yes!
I popped the question, and she said yes. And I was able to record it. I was sneaky enough to record it. And so I'm going to insert that clip now, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
Yeah. Oh my God, really? Your what?
My wife.
Yes, yes. I do.
All right, so that was the proposal, and I'm super thankful she said yes. I'm really thankful that I was able to capture it in the way that I did. I was really important that I really wanted to get the shock and awe, that initial reaction that she had no idea was coming. This was not staged. I pretended to be taking 2-year anniversary photos, and I was able to get the drone in the air and convinced her, go play in the water and hang out, and I'm going to get this stuff set up and going. And that's why I ran up there real quick, because I didn't want her to turn around and see what was coming. And so it worked out really well that I even had this microphone tucked into my hand underneath the ring box so that I could actually catch the audio of it because of the wind noise and everything. So it worked out really well. Now everyone needs to plan on coming to Texas sometime here in the future, about a year, for a wedding. And so we're going to go and start planning on it. So thanks for watching.